Joseph Crudup here. Welcome to my show. I'm live here, and this is a great one. V2 Live. And this is a special this Joseph Crudup Show. So I'm here to talk about tonight's Smackdown. Pat McAfee will be in the house. Randy Orton will be in the house. And so is Cody Rhodes. Should be very excited here tonight. Smackdown is every Friday, every 3 hour breakdown. Every 3 hour non-stop on Friday Night SmackDown. That is tonight. Now, I just say this, that look, I really don't know what will happen. And we all know WrestleMania 42 is just about 15 days away. 8 days away. WrestleMania is just 8 days away. And SmackDown will be here, or whatever we call it now here right now. But I just say this now. What will Pat McAfee will say? What will Pat McAfee will say when he heads to SmackDown in San Jose? Now, I always going to tell you what's going on. It's happening so far, and it's happening tonight. And we all know Pat McAfee will be here. So now, after he attacked Randy Orton on last Friday, he attacked Randy Orton. He attacked Cody Rhodes last Friday. He just messed it up. So it's happening here. So even though he talks trash about Cody Rhodes, he keeps running his mouth. And if Randy Orton loses his match at WrestleMania for the undisputed WWE Championship on the line, we will never see Pat McAfee again or hear from him again. But WrestleMania is just about 8 days away. And don't get me wrong, folks, because tonight, WrestleMania is always going on. We got everything going on. We got Cena Punk versus Roman Reigns for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We got Open Fima versus Brock Lesnar. You have one of the best everything going on. You got AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. You got Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Championship. And you got all those going on here. It's happening here tonight on SmackDown. But now we're going this, and we're here to talk about this, what's going on right now. And that seems Dynamite Priest is on the same page with the WWE Universe when it comes to the overall stage segment towards last week's Pat McAfee return on SmackDown. McAfee made his shocking return to WWE last week on SmackDown. We saw him allying Randy Orton against Cody Rhodes on the road to WrestleMania 42. After taking down Rhodes, McAfee proceeded to cut performance lace promo long enough for the Attitude Era and declare how bad the current WWE production is. Needless to say, this promo was met with a very negative reaction not only from the WWE Universe, but also from the current locker room talent. While most of the down has spoken, anonymous through voices reporting in the outlets, Dynamite Priest has chosen to put his stamp on his feelings regarding last week's critical painting statement. Now, it is what it is. Now, it says this. Priest thinks McAfee's promo sucked and it genuinely pissed him off. So that's what Dynamite Priest. It started. Pat McAfee knows he was going to be here, and he is there, and he'll be watching. And boy, I think Dynamite Priest seems to be extremely mad because what I just saw last week, he loved Pat lowball Cody. He allowed Randy Orton, and they all know that Pat McAfee is going to get it. I really love Pat McAfee, but at the same time, how this always going on happening for sure. If Priest started to talk some sense on Pat McAfee, or even change his ways, or even doing everything they could, but you can't happen when it matters the most. Now, Pat thinks McAfee's promos suck and genuinely piss him off. Now, WWE Tag Team Champion Damian Priest was a recent guest on Gabby AF when asked about Pat McAfee's return last week on SmackDown. Priest didn't hold back his feelings on the subject, admitting that the entire situation pissed him off. It sucks, Damian Priest said bluntly. Not a fan. You know somebody who knows Pat? I get along with him, but for me, that's not my taste. I don't think it helps anything. He didn't need it. So, for me, and I'm sure a lot of people aren't going to be happy that I say that. But in the locker room, specifically, a lot of us weren't happy, and that's real. Like, I was asking us by some of the longer talent, like, what did I think? And I thought it was Bill. It was Bull. When a PJ show, right? We're a PG show, right? But he could come in and he can draw F bombs and say whatever he wants. For me, that's like one of those things that so many other talents, even from one word, could benefit. And it's like, wow, now they're up here. They're up here now. You know, I can just say that that's one for sure. Hmm. Instead, you take somebody who's not even here out all the time and gets away with saying something like that who doesn't need who doesn't even need it. Not gonna lie, it kind of pissed me off. So now things can happen for sure. And things can happen on SmackDown when Pat McAfee shows up. Pat McAfee will show up for real. I can tell you that, folks. He will show up for real. Boy, getting kind of tired right now. Getting kind of sleepy. That Thursday is now on SmackDown tonight. The final episode of WWE Smackdown before the company takes over Las Vegas for WrestleMania Week is taking place tonight in San Jose, California, and fireworks are to be set when WWE Champion Cody Rhodes arrives at the Casino. The American Nightmare was so fired up over the absence of Randy Orton and Pat McAfee last Friday night that he simply couldn't wait to get a few things off his chest. Rhodes cut scratching a promo on the popular ESPN personality in the heat of the moment. But what will happen now that Cody has had a week to plot out his next steps? Never want to sit in silence. Pat McAfee has been using his talk show and social media to take digs at both Bowles and CM Punk all week long. He continues to insist that Randy Orton has been sent by the wrestling and sports entertainment gods to save the business. And he's also promising to deliver a massive surprise when SmackDown goes live on the USA Network. Former WWE champion Damian Priest will also be in the house, and he's making a promise on his own, as his unsuccessful match with Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania 42 quickly opposes. McIntyre has vowed to expose the real Samoa werewolf to the entire WWE universe. Sami Zayn was able to protect his spot at this year's showcase on the Immortals when he successfully defended his men's United States Championship. You're so secret. Against Kamala Hayes last week. But immediately after the match was over, he was attacked by Trick Williams and Rebel Lil Lindsay. WWE says Zayn will be seeking some payback later tonight, just 8 days out from his upcoming title defense against Tricky Williams. Finally, he has arrived. Fans had not seen Ward's Keys since he debuted at the Royal Rumble back in January. But the company has announced that the Big Man will be making his first appearances on the Blue Brand roughly 30 minutes from where he grew up. The company has not said exactly what Keys will be doing, but he's set to have the first singles match of his WWE career. No other matches have been announced at this time, but WWE Women's Champion Jade Cargill, Miss Lynn B-Fed, and Tiffany Strutter are all being advised for the show occasionally. Here's everything, and now in San Jose, I should always know about this. It's West Middle Showtime. I'm getting so sleepy right now. But anyway, it all goes down tonight. Friday Night Smackdown on USA. And I can tell you what it's going to happen for real. It's going to happen right now. We just gonna have to wait and see what Pat McAfee has to say. We'll have to wait to see what Cody Rhodes had to say about that. And I think he can't wait to. I really think he will get his hands, and he can't wait. Till then, I'm Joseph Crudup. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make a comment on the YouTube channel, and fellow family and friends. Until then, take care, everybody. Have a great weekend, everybody. Love y'all, and I'll see you next time.